The moment of truth arrives, the Vargas requesting the Namekian uses healing abilities to melt the ice. As it begins to crack, it's determined the warrior is indeed alive.
It must be stopped!
As chaos reigns on our fighters. Back in the control booth, the Vargas and Namekian resolve to return this brutal psychopath to his own reality. Pressing down on the button, nothing happens, as they realize there must be some sort of malfunction in their technology. But this is no mechanical error. Superboo took it upon himself to keep Broly in this realm, believing it would be a shame such a fight couldn't take place because a little birdie got cold feet. During his rampage, Broly spots Goku as he rushes our hero screaming at
Hey Broly! I'm the real Kakarot!
The boys cheer for their fused father, but Piccolo points out all of this is pointless against a guy like Broly. Gohan adding he had assumed Vegito had a plan, but now he's unsure. Superboo wondering what's going on also, pondering if the Potara fighter can see what makes Broly so unique. Surely he can. So why continue on like this if he's aware he can't win? Smirking, he calls out to the legendary warrior, knowing he wants some more. Electrified by his power, Goku notices Broly's ki just doubled. For the first time, Heat Vegeta shows fear, not realizing the legendary Super Saiyan had this kind of energy. However, the Kais are relieved. In their universe, they made the decision to terminate Broly while he was still a baby, Shin being against it at the time, but now understanding. West Kaioshin explaining they had studied the previous legendary Super Saiyan over 1,000 years ago. Once transformed, he also became completely resistant to attacks, and his power increased steadily and vastly with no sense of logic. Kaioshin of the North adding it was the three of them against him, and the Saiyan was still able to overwhelm the entire group, only succeeding by launching him into a star. But Broly here, the Kaioshin doesn't believe they'd even be able to budge. Vegito announces, happily mind you, that this is the first time since his fusion he'll have to use his full power. Essentially, becoming the greatest heroes of their universe. The Supreme Kais defeated the original legendary Super Saiyan. Later on, Bojack and his gang, even the likes of the Frost Demons. In age 712, several years before Goku and Vegeta would be born. Soon after, the second coming of the legendary Super Saiyan would also have to fall, though to the extreme grief of West. Because of their intervention, universes 1 and 10 didn't get into vast danger, but at some point, these two realms began to deviate. Before, in Universe 1, they would find themselves faced with the Varga, who had a particular request. Year 737.